Sometimes we understand a person even before they speak, and sometimes, even after listening carefully, we still feel confused. This happens because communication is not only about words but also about how messages are sent, received, and understood. Students, this is part 2 of the lesson Nurturing Psychological Skills. In this part, we will continue learning about communication, body language, psychological testing skills, interview skills, counseling, and guidance. First, let us understand components of human communication. Communication is a systematic process. It includes a sender, message, channel, receiver, feedback, and noise. The sender encodes ideas into a message and sends it through a channel. The receiver decodes the message and gives feedback. Noise refers to any disturbance that affects communication. Effective communication depends on mutual understanding between the sender and the receiver. Now, let us understand what is speaking. Speaking is an important part of communication. An effective speaker selects words carefully and adjusts language according to the listener and the situation. The speaker should always ensure that the listener understands the message clearly. Listening. Listening is a very important skill in our daily life. Academic success, employment achievement, and personal happiness depends on effective listening. Good listening requires attention, patience, non-judgmental attitude, and the ability to analyze and respond. Reception. Reception is the first step in the listening process. Messages may be visual or auditory. During reception, we observe facial expressions, posture, movements, and appearances. These cues help us understand messages beyond words. Attention. After receiving the messages, it reaches the attention stage. Here, we focus on important information. Divided attention reduces understanding. Training and experience help improve attention. Body language. A large amount of information can be communicated without using words. This is known as non-verbal communication or body language. It includes gestures, facial expressions, smiling, blushing, weeping, and postural movements. Body language consists of all messages exchanged beside words. Psychologists analyze body language by considering past behavior, present behavior, and consistency between verbal and non-verbal communication. When both match, it is called congruence. For example, when we say you look good today, we compare present appearance with past appearance. Now, let us understand what is psychological testing skills. A psychological test is an objective and standardized measure of an individual's mental and behavioral characteristics. Psychological tests help assess cognitive and emotional functioning. They are used to measure intelligence, aptitude, educational achievement, vocational fitness, personality, and social attitudes. While using tests, psychologists must maintain objectivity, scientific attitude, and standardized interpretation. Interview skills. An interview is a face-to-face technique used to obtain information. It is a purposeful and structured conversation. The most common type is the employment interview. Other types include information gathering interviews, counseling interviews, interrogative interviews, media interviews, and research interviews. Now, let us see what is the format of interview. An interview has 3 stages. The opening stage helps establish rapport and makes the interviewee comfortable. The body of the interview involves asking questions to collect required information. The closing stage includes summarizing information, explaining the next step, and clarifying doubts. Counseling. Counseling helps individuals deal with emotional problems, stress, loss, depression, anger, addiction, and relationship issues. It helps individuals develop self-confidence, emotional strength, and better coping skills. College counseling. College counseling focuses on students' learning growth and overall development. The loco parentis model treats teachers as parental figures. The student services model encourages students to use institutional facilities responsibly. The student developmental model promotes research orientation and personal growth. Chickering's developmental task. According to Chickering, college students develop competence through healthy competition and acquire autonomy by becoming independent in thinking and behavior. Guidance and counseling at +2 stage. At the end of class, 10 students face career-related challenges. Guidance helps them choose suitable streams, adjust to developmental changes, and obtain reliable educational and vocational information. Guidance and counseling at +3 stage. At this stage, students face problems related to subject choice, academic difficulties, and adjustment with parents and peers. The main objectives of counseling are, especially college counseling, to help students understand themselves better, to develop confidence and emotional stability, to improve decision making and problem solving skills, to guide students in academic and career planning, to help them adjust to college life and social relationships, and to support their overall personality development. College counseling helps students become independent, responsible, and emotionally balanced individuals who are prepared to face future challenges. Students, this brings us to the end of part 2 of this lesson. We will continue with part 3 and the remaining concepts in the next video, and also exam-oriented discussions, so don't miss it. Make sure you watch part 3 to complete this chapter properly.